Hey foodie fam, what's going on? Today we have a treat for you guys. Today we have pizza from a local shop, like the one that you have in your neighborhood. But before we get started, guys, make sure you thumbs up this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe and become part of our foodie fam, because we post on a regular basis the things that you guys like.
Hey y'all, I'm holding up some tomato bread.
Can you guys see that?
I don't know if you guys can see that.
This is old-fashioned tomato bread. Look at that. I don't know if you guys have ever tasted this. This is straight from like Italy. I don't think you can find this at Pizza Hut or Papa John's or Little Caesars. This is tomato bread, guys. All right, so let me set this down. All right.
And we got a spinach pizza.
For you.
Yes.
For my babe. He wanted something nice and healthy.
And Andrew, he got a chicken pizza.
My mouth is already watering,
I
guys.
don't know if you guys can see that.
Can you see it? Let me see. Can you guys see this? Chicken pizza. My mouth is already watering.
And we got some marinara sauce.
I don't know if I
and
can
some
wait.
garlic sauce.
Okay.
So how you guys doing today?
She's gonna make me wait. How you guys doing?
Doing fine, y'all.
Yeah, I hope you're doing fine. If you're not eating, guys, make sure you get something to eat, because it's about to go down. It's about to get real. Yeah. So you got some marinara sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we got some marinara sauce. I don't know if you want some.
Just a little bit.
Oh, you want to dip it?
I'm gonna dip it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's safer. There we go. Can you see that? Hold on. So. Oh, where are my manners? Let's say our grace.
Lord, bless this food that we're about to receive. Amen.
Amen. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten all day, and this looks so good. I don't know if you can see this, but this looks so good. Look at that. All right, you ready? All right, go.
This is really good.
The marinara sauce is good.
I would have put cheese on that, but I was like, nah.
That's like a foot long.
Yeah.
It's been so long since we've had tomato bread. How is it?
Good.
It's good. All right, I'm gonna take a bite.
So our topic today is how.
All right, I'm making a mess. Let me get one more bite.
Get that tomato off of you, babe.
I'm cool.
How to work with your mate.
That's good.
Like, the subject is, does absence really make the heart grow fonder? Let's talk about it.
That's good. All right. Me and Jenna, we've been working together for a long time. So, I feel like it's definitely possible.
There's some garlic sauce, y'all.
I feel like it's definitely possible
What you mean?
to work together.
So does absence make the heart grow fonder?
I don't think so.
Why do people have a problem with working with each other or being around their spouse or mate all the time?
I don't think they're used to it. I think they're not used to it. Maybe their parents haven't done it. They're not used to the idea of it.
How do we make it work?
How do we make it work?
Yeah.
Well, I believe you have to have good communication and respect for one another and have fun with each other. That's the most important part. You gotta have fun, right?
Yeah.
At least for us. I think fun is so important in a relationship.
Because a lot of people was like, how do y'all do it? Y'all should have.
Try some of this garlic.
time apart. You shouldn't work together.
Oh, maybe you can see it.
We've been working together during our whole relationship.
We have.
And I'm to the point now where I wouldn't know how to be, you know, if I didn't work with you.
Yeah. I would miss you.
Yeah.
Hey, which one do you think is better? The marinara sauce or the garlic butter? Which one do you
I
guys
like
think?
the marinara sauce.
Okay. I gotta test again. Because I just tasted this garlic butter.
It was tough getting a job together at first back in the day because they thought, how would that work out? It worked out okay. When we were younger, it was a little harder because I was young and I had a little temper, and we did like call centers, and I had an issue with women being around.
Oh, good. But how can I say it? It's harder when you work for somebody else, I think. What do you think?
What do you mean?
Let me show her. It's harder when you work. I think they give you like 2 slices. Like, look, you could actually cut this. I think it's harder when you work for somebody else because then you can't really control your environment like the people you work around.
Exactly. But we had to earn that. We worked around other people. So now that we have our own business together, we can value it. Thank you.
That's good.
Eat your pizza.
Yours is like, okay, so she got the, what kind of cheese is that? She got the spinach. Is it ricotta cheese?
I guess.
I'll just say this. Her crust is like way more buttery than mine.
Look at that. It's nothing like getting pizza out.
Yeah.
That pizza tastes different. But what would you say if somebody was thinking about maybe getting a business together with their spouse? What would be some advice?
Well, number one, this is their spouse, right? When you're in business together, I feel like you need to have a partner that you can trust, right? And then who better to go in business with than somebody that you trust, somebody that you're married to, right? Because business is crazy, right? Like, I feel like that would be a good thing if you chose the right spouse. Or, you know, I think that would be a good thing. Oh, let me try some more of this. Now, if you chose the wrong person, just like in anything, like in business, it would be bad. Yeah.
I don't think you understood the question.
If
a couple wants to work together, how would you suggest them to learn how to like keep business and personal separate?
Oh. Was that the question?
No. But I thought you was going along with it.
Oh, you gave me a tighter frame. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's tough. You know what? I think once they realize that they need to make money, then they should realize that business and personal is separate. Like, a job has to be done. Like, clients shouldn't suffer if you have, like, an argument.
There you go. Now you're getting to what I was talking about.
Yeah. They don't care.
Now, the key is you have to always have respect for your relationship. Don't expect others to. If you don't have respect for your relationship, no one else will. So, if you're hiring employees, and it's like a mom and pop shop, of course, you know, you have a small business, everybody you hire has to go along with whatever your dynamic is. Like, don't, you know what I mean? You don't want to have employees around your husband that's not good, or your wife.
That's true. That's true.
We used to have a salon, so we're speaking from experience.
We always said, like, if we were to get a secretary, it'd be somebody's grandma. It'd be like a little old lady with gray hair and a cane, you know, who's retired and just wants some extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. She put a nice big piece of garlic sauce on here for me. The thing about pizza is like tough to show on camera. Can you see that?
I used to work for this barber shop. And he was, of course, it was a man that owned it. And he hired a whole bunch of little fast girls to work there. And I think he started messing with one. I don't know for sure, but I just think so. But the girl got kind of emotional. He brought his wife up there. And his wife didn't only come up there, she came up there pregnant. Like, basically, leave my man alone. I don't know what happened. I wish to be a fly on the wall.
And the girl went out crying, too.
She was crying.
She was crying.
Never came back. I told my husband about it. He hired me, thought I was one of them people. I was the only licensed hairstylist there. I brought my husband up there.
I was up there every day. No, seriously though, I would, pick her up and we'd go home.
I was before we had our own salon.
Yeah.
If you don't respect your relationship, nobody else will.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Wow.
How'd you like it?
It was good.
The one bite that I had.
Shut up.
That pizza was so buttery. This one is good.
This one's good.
It is good.
I have a newfound respect for tomato. Tomato's good.
Yeah, we decided to have some tomato bread, guys. Have you ever tried that before? If you can find a spot that has tomato bread, try it. It's good. Oh, try the veggie pizza too. And then hook it up. It's real buttery. Oh, thank you. I think everybody's had chicken pizza. But they haven't had tomato bread.
Just remember, just because they're your spouse, they still want respect. That's the key thing.
That's major. She's about to drop some gems, guys.
Well, that's the only gem I got. But
okay.
Always respect each other. Respect each other's roles. You know what I mean? You have to learn, like, now, in business versus home is different. Like, in business, the woman might be the forefront, or the man might be the forefront, but at home it might be different. Because whatever skill you rely in dictates how your business go. Like, one person might be better in finances. The other person might be the person who acts out the how you get paid. Like me, I was the hairstylist. He was more of the person who did the hiring and the managing and things like that. You know what I mean? And both jobs are important, but they're different. And so that's it. Don't let your employees or your people who work under you know your business.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and that is really tough. Because if you're married or together, they're going to be in your business. Oh, you guys together? And then they're going to be like children, right? And you know what I mean about children, right? They're going to try to figure out which person to go to, which person not to go to, and they're trying to play each other against each other.
Yes.
It is a challenge, really, to run a business in that aspect. There's a challenge. You guys have to really have it together.
Yeah, because we were like good cop, bad cop. Guess who was the good cop? Guess who was the bad cop in the comments? We ain't gonna tell you who. But
you guys,
the staff does become, and they are the staff, and that's another thing, guys. We'll talk about. The staff will figure out which is which, and of course they'll play each other. Especially if you're married, you know, they'll play each other, play y'all against each other.
Wait, wow.
You get what I'm saying? And if you have more than one, they'll build an alliance against you. You get what I'm saying? You know.
Wait, wow.
And you know, with me, you know, with our business, it was a salon, so it's all women. We hired mostly women. And those women kind of, you know, gravitated to Andrew because of that male-female dynamic. You know what I mean? And, you know, I didn't play that.
Andrew wasn't playing that either.
You know,
no.
It is what it is here.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me. So, I mean, you're talking about this is over 15 years that we know this, and we're just trying to, like, express this in a 15-minute or 20-minute video. There's no possible way that we could teach you how to work together. You just kind of, like, you know.
And there's some positives to it, too. So I use the analogy of, like, parenting, okay? We use that to our advantage. Like, one person was able to talk to a person better than another. So we would, like, okay, try to do conflict management and things like that. So, like, if one manager, which we were, both of us were managers, reprimanded and somebody was angry or what have you, or disgruntled, you know, then either she would go back and try to encourage another aspect, or I would try to encourage in another way, or vice versa. How can I say it? We use it to our advantage as well, because when you're parenting, each person, just in general, everybody has their own strengths. You know, so one person may be better at dealing with a situation than the other. And so we were able to get a lot of things done just because it was two and not one. When it's one person, it can be very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
It was time.
Oh, especially when you have more employees. The more employees.
And they are the staff.
The more, yes,
One thing you don't want to do, and I guess this is turned into like a business video as well. You don't want to
for all our
get
business
caught
people
up.
out there.
You don't want to be caught up in individualism. They're the staff. I learned that from Joan Rivers. Years ago, I think she had a book, and she said, the staff. You don't even know their name. The staff. I mean, you just have to have that kind of mindset, because they come and go. They're there for one purpose and one purpose only. It's not to drive your movement, not to drive your business, not to make you more money. They're there to do whatever they need to do for that time being. And then when that's done, or it becomes too hard to make that money with you, they go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just what happens. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, the only familiar face that you'll have, especially if you're working with your husband or whatever, is each other.
Yes.
So you always have to have that respect to your spouse, because the staff, they come and go.
They do.
You know, but your man or your wife, they're gonna be there regardless. You know, so don't lose face to that. And there are good times and bad times. First of all, marriage and relationship is, I have to say marriage. Marriage is a business in and of itself. It has a business aspect. Then you're talking about a business where you actually are feeding your family with. So you're talking about two things that you as a couple have to kind of manage together, which can be stressful, especially if you aren't used to it or don't have a base in it. You know what I mean? And so many relationships have become fragile due to just, financial issues. And if you want to take on that huge burden of working together, and I say burden because it is sometimes, especially if things are not in alignment. It takes time. So understand that time, still stay true and faithful to it. Even when things are rocky, stick with it. And if it gets too stressful, get help. When I say get help, get somebody else in there to help you guys out. Yeah. Maybe you'll need another manager. Maybe you'll need somebody to do your books for you. Just depends on what type of business it is, especially if it's public.
Yes.
And we're talking about a public business, not just at-home business. Y'all ship flowers to people.
Right, exactly.
But I'm talking about something where you have to deal with the public.
Yeah. That is a huge challenge.
It's all gone, baby.
Oh,
all gone.
We ate all of it?
All gone. Yeah, when you're dealing with the public, it's a whole nother dynamic and stress to it, because people always want to kind of delve into your relationship and want to know your business. And you have some people who don't want to support a family.
Yeah.
They don't take you serious if it's man and wife. They don't take y'all seriously.
Exactly. That's just her husband. That's just his wife.
Especially if there's children involved. Got to be careful letting your children up there amongst people. So it's a lot.
Yeah, okay. So, all right. Some people want to support a family-oriented business. Some people don't want to support a family-oriented business. Okay. Some people.
Corona.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing people walking around with masks, guys. It's kind of scary. We're sitting in our car, and we just saw a guy walk across with his mask on. It's like, ugh. All right. So yeah, and what was I saying? Some people will support a family-owned business. Some people will not. Right. Some people will respect the marriage. Some people will not.
We will definitely take a garlic when we get in the house.
You got that right. Yeah.
We did this video for you guys, and we were hungry. We don't eat out in public much.
We don't.
Because that pizza, to be honest, let's just keep it real, was not as hot as I would like it to be.
Now I said extra hot. I told him extra hot.
It was not stretching. It was hardly hot.
I was trying to tell you. I was like, this is like the pizza that you get at the mall, but
we will definitely be taking the garlic when we get in the house. But I'm not to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes it'll work against. How can I say? People will try to play one person against the other, or and that's a con. And then a pro is that you could actually have two people to deal with a situation, or one person.
Right.
Like we had one person say, I can't deal with, they didn't want to deal with me, but they wouldn't mind dealing with her, and then vice versa. They didn't want to deal with her, but they wouldn't mind dealing with me, and we kept the ship rolling.
And then, the thing about it is, guys, because you got it to this point in the video, let me talk about this.
And when it got too bad, we just, we ain't deal with them at all. If you can't deal with us, really, then you don't fit with the company. Huh?
We didn't hire men, but we might as well had, if you get what I'm saying. Some of these women we were hiring were trying to get my Cocoa Puffs.
Let me put my hair back on this one. Yeah, it was crazy, guys.
They were trying to get some of Jenna's Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about that. Like, this is a whole new, brand new swag.
People did not respect our marriage.
They didn't respect our marriage. They didn't respect my beliefs. You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's just a different time today, guys. There's so much, much more stress now in 2020.
Yeah.
And beyond than it was 20 years ago, or 15, or even 10, or even 5. Like, it's like, you just don't know who,
everybody's on a, I learned to think everybody's on an even platform. Like, I look at a man cross-eyed. I look at a woman cross-eyed. Like, you know, you don't know who's going to try to, like,
yeah,
you know.
And the thing about it is we've worked for people who were together. And remember that one place we worked for? They were too personal.
Yes.
They let people look. They lived in a place over their business, and they let everybody know. And they would do stuff that's not right there. Have different substances and things like that. They became too personal.
And then
with
the
staff.
Yes, and we spotted. I said something's not right here.
Yeah.
You know.
And we didn't like it. Yeah. And we eventually left.
That's another thing. Some employers. And this is, it doesn't matter if you're married or not. This is just general. Some employers will use their position as power and try to influence their staff or manipulate their staff. Oh, you should, you know, do this for me because I am the boss. And you got to watch the line, like, because you could, you know, you have to have a line in the sand as to how far you're going to go when dealing with the boss. Like, if they start asking inappropriate stuff, you know, or putting you in inappropriate situations, then that's not the place you need to be.
No. And so nobody should never use their position to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. So we're talking about either if you're an employee or the owner, like you have more minds, you know, because
yes. And then the staff will try to come up on you. Oh, you're the boss, so that some of them will try to get real close to you, and you know, because you're the boss, and
like I worked for a salon, one of my first salons before I got my own. I worked for this married couple. And they were very personal. I mean, they would buy the staff lunch and this and that.
I remember that.
And I remember because I was on commission, and they had shorted me a few dollars.
Oh.
And I said, "Well, excuse me, you shorted me a few dollars." And the husband said, "Well, all them times we bought lunch." I'm like, "Oh, no, that has nothing to do with my check."
Oh, yes.
Okay, you bought lunch because y'all bought lunch. Oh, that was nice. But pay me my money.
Yeah, and you know what the lunch would be, guys. It would be pizza with chicken wings, you know, for the staff.
Yeah.
you
know, one doesn't understand. That's why I say it's business and personal does not mix. You know what I mean? Stay professional. Everybody can buy their own lunch. I understand if you know, have a little soiree for your staff or whatever, but at no time does that go over into payment, go over to professionalism. You do that because you want to, but that's nothing to do with what you pay.
Exactly. Look, you know, when I was younger, I've had employers actually, you know, that were nice enough to drive me and drop me off home or drop me off to the a bus stop that was closer to where I live. And, you know, you better believe I still expected to be paid, you know. And one didn't have to do with the other, unless you really discuss it. Oh, okay, well, you know, I charge like $3 for, you know, for this, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But a free lunch for the staff as a celebration or just treatment, no.
You have to be fair and you have to be professional.
Yes.
And it always comes back on you. Trust me. You know, it's just best to be fair. If I say I'm going to pay you $7 an hour, that's what I'm going to pay you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. And the thing about it is employees will come and let you know this too when you're in business. They'll come say, my son's sick. Their son will be sick every day. Business is business.
It's like my dog ate my homework.
Yes. This is hindsight 2020. I'm teaching you guys this. If you ever were to get into business, please do not hire a project.
Oh,
I found this out years ago on YouTube. I was watching someone else's video.
She loved projects.
And I would hire people who were down and out, who was this, who had a baby here. Oh, I had a very soft spot for single mothers. I had a very soft spot for people who gave you their whole, background, saying I left home at 15, my mama wasn't there, my daddy was never.
This is my last chance.
Yeah, that's what I clung to because I'm a woman. I understand, but that is not who you want to hire.
Look, if they come in with their problems on their sleeve, they will be a problem for you.
Yes. Yes. And so it was hard for he and I to manage because it was like 2 against 1. They always tried to say it's 2 against 1 because it's a married couple against the staff, a married couple. And you just have to keep a united front. You can't talk about your spouse to your staff. Oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, my husband made me mad, or my wife is something else. Don't do that. Because any opening, they're going to break it open.
Oh,
and
yeah, you should just get rid of Jenna. You should just get rid of Andrew.
Yes, yes. And so, there you go. And so that's just a little bit, like they say, we only touched the tip of the iceberg. It's no possible way that we could teach all this in one video.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff we've taught, we've been through it, so that's what we're talking about.
It took us years.
And so I hope you guys have, picked up something from it. But it's a big thing.
For all of our business people
Would I
thinking about being
suggest
business
somebody
people.
straight out the gate getting business with your spouse? Think about it first. Think about it first. That's just what I feel.
That's
Think about
how she
it
feels.
First.
What I said, my opinion on it is, you should think about it before you get in business with anyone. Just in general. Okay, if it's just you, then you're accountable for everything, right? And you don't have to worry about what someone else is doing or not doing. You are the boss. There's no conflicts and opinions. There's no disagreements. There's no, hey, I want to take this business in this direction, or nothing. It's all up to you, right? But in business, if you have a partner, one partner may have another vision for the business, and then you're in conflict, and then nothing gets done.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Should it be, if you're in business together with a partner, whether it be a personal partner like your husband, or just a partner in general, it's not just one mind, it's 2, 3, or however partners you have. And so one person may not get all their way. In fact, it's not good. It should always be a compromise or a joint decision. So if it goes well, it's on everybody. Or if it goes bad, it's on everybody. And same thing with hiring. Okay? If you're hiring a staff member, okay, make sure your partner agrees with it. Don't be like, oh, I did this because I'm gonna tell you,
and
if
respect
it falls apart, it's all on you, and y'all, and that's gonna tear up y'all unit.
Yeah, and respect their opinion, like really respect, like, because it's real easy to be like, I'm a boss. I do whatever the heck I want to do. Yeah. I don't have to listen to nobody. This is what I want to do. No, in big business, they actually take a vote, don't they?
We see this a lot. Yes. Yeah. We see this a lot on social media, because a lot of social media we see the woman in the front, and we may know
talking about I'm a boss,
right? And we may see the boyfriend in the back or the husband in the back, but you have to understand, women, we're more like this. Men are like this. So if you always know that a man is involved in someone's business, more than likely he's doing the websites, he's doing the editing, he's on the back end. But the back end is very important. That's the detail. Men are more detailed. At no point are you to say it's all me. Don't say that. That's dumb. Like if you notice on this channel, you may see that I have made probably 90% of the videos, but you would never hear me say, it's me, they here to see me, because I know the dynamic of this channel. You guys, we read the comments, and you guys like the dynamic of the husband and the wife together. That's just it, because the videos by myself are not as popular. The videos by himself are not as popular. The videos together, we're noticing that they're more popular. Don't know why. I do know why, but I'm not going to discuss it because we have too many people that watches us. As far as, I'm not going to give up the tea. You're going to have to figure that out yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But my point is, you always want to give respect, regardless of if they're more in the back end or not.
Everybody has a role.
It's like the Jackson 5 syndrome, which I'm just pointing out now.
Okay.
Yeah, we love Michael. But if them brothers were not behind him with them jazzy outfits doing the synchronization and all of that, Michael Jackson probably would not have been able to grow the way he did.
He would not have.
Let's bring it up to now. Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah, we love Beyonce, and where she's the queen, you know.
Yeah.
You're going to be the queen if you're the only one. Let's just keep it real. But anywho, I mean, who else is out there? They give,
I don't know. This is our generation.
I'm just saying, who else is out there? Of course she's going to be the best because ain't nobody else out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but my point, not to take it away from her, but
no,
to make my point.
Because
when she was in Destiny's Child, I love the dynamic. I love the contrast.
Yeah, we did. And we would love to see them get back together, right?
Yeah, I love the contrast. Beyonce is just like, it's like eating my favorite ice cream all the time. It's like you get tired of it. I want a little bit of a contrast, a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So my point is this. Don't feel like it's all you. It's not all you. Unless you do everything in the back, side, front, everything you, then yeah, it's all you.
One band, one sound.
But if you got 5 people behind you, then it's not all you. Give credit where credit is due. You can't be a boss if you ain't got nobody behind you. Then you're just an independent worker.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I just gave y'all some tea. You're not a boss if you work by yourself. You're just a independent worker.
We're talking to our business owners out there. Or people who are aspiring to be a business owner. Yeah. You're not a boss.
I'm talking to whomever. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who else? I mean, people who are not in business aren't concerned with this.
I'm not going to let my battery go dead over this video. Hold on, y'all. But I'm just saying, like, I'm passionate about this kind of stuff because I see this a lot. And I'm not going to lie. I had to humble myself and tell myself, you know,
humble yourself.
You know, it's not just all me. And you can fall into that if you're the major one that's in the forefront. Of course, it look like it's all you, but somebody's in the back doing something to help you be able to do the videos or do the business. You're not a boss unless you have a staff. I'm just saying. Unless you're a boss over yourself, and that's everybody. You gotta have a business to be a boss over yourself. You know what I mean?
You know, the term boss has just been mixed up. Boss really means...
These young folks don't know.
I'm a boss. And they're just self-employed.
Everybody think y'all Rick Ross. Rick Ross is for entertainment purposes only. Do not get caught up in that.
Every day I'm hustling.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get caught up. Go ahead.
I'm singing. You're supposed to keep going. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. No, you're supposed to keep going, and that's
that every day I'm hustling. I don't necessarily agree with either because the thing about it is you need rest. You need to be able to recoup. You need to be able to go back into your mind and basically get some stuff together within yourself. You can't hustle every day.
That sounds like the rat race.
You can't be a boss if you don't have a staff.
And I don't think you get in business just to be stuck in the rat race.
You get what I'm saying? And so you have to humble yourself. I
think your function should be to make munch and lay back munching. I think that's the function of being a boss, is to make as much as you can so you can be chilling on the island somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Not to be hustling every day.
Because when you cut me off, I can't remember.
Okay, all right, keep
going. I'm 38 and my memory is not the best all the time.
All right, come on.
But what I'm trying to say is these young folks, you know, they don't know that everybody's not meant to be a boss. To have a business, you have to have employees. That's one thing that a lot of people don't understand, especially I'm talking from a salon standpoint. What killed the salon, in my opinion, and I'll keep it personal. What killed the business that I was trying to do is the fact that there's such thing called salon suites. And the suites is promoting everybody to be a boss. And so what you have is all of these different entities of stylists that are doing their own thing, but there isn't a hair salon where there's a family and a business.
They're self-employed.
They're self-employed. And so if I see this on social media because everybody has a platform now. Everybody can hit the live button. Everybody can upload videos. Everybody can have their speaking platform where they're speaking to people, which is great. But unfortunately, some people should not have that option because they're teaching the wrong things. You know? And so everyone's not meant to be a boss, and everyone's not meant to be an employee.
Look, guys. All right. If you are self-employed, right, break it down. You are employing yourself. You are not a boss until you employ others.
until you're paying others.
Until you are employing or paying others.
There you go. And so, like I said, everybody's not meant to be in business. Everybody is not meant to be an employee. And you have to be adult enough to know where you fit in. I knew a long time ago I was meant to be in business for myself. It didn't hurt that I came from a home where my parents worked for themselves in their own business, a good flourishing business. So I grew up around that. And so yeah, I worked around people. I had jobs, but I couldn't get with the dynamic of being in that position. And so I sought out to be a business person. And then my husband was the same way. He was a business person. And so it kind of just fit. You know, it wasn't something that we had to struggle with.
No.
We struggled more with the employee side versus the I don't like the word boss.
Being self-employed or being self-employed.
You know, yeah. And so we know how it is to be self-employed. We know how it is to be hiring and all that. It's a stress, and it's a stress that if you don't know how to handle it, will ruin your life, will ruin your health, and ruin your whole business.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love teaching, even though I don't consider myself a teacher. I do love teaching. You know, they say those who teach can't do. You know, that's an old saying, you know?
I don't know how true it is, but
that's where you know, that's where we're at now. So you just have to learn what is comfortable for you and your spouse, and you guys do it. And then look, and if you can't work together, that's fine too, because it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Never look at somebody else's house and say, hey, I want that. Until you go over in their house and open that door, then you be like, no, I'll go back over my shack over here. I'm good. Because you don't know what the heck they're going through. You know? And so I never want people to just be envious and wonder, they can be around each other, they can work together, or they had this. Like, it took, what? We've been together for what? 17 years? That's a long time.
Sure is.
Before we realized all of this that we're saying. So I hope you guys, you want to say anything?
Oh, yeah. It took us a while. I don't know. This is a topic just popped up. Maybe you read something. I don't know.
No. I had asked you earlier.
Yeah, you did.
When we were at work, because we have several little things that we do together. And I asked him, I said, does absence make the heart grow fonder?
Where did you get it from?
I got it somewhere off TV.
See, I told you. I knew it.
And the answer would be, it depends on the couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't agree it does, but it depends on who you are.
Right. Like, and as far as, is it good to be in business with your spouse? It depends on the couple. Yeah.
It depends on the couple. So if you were thinking about getting in business together, and getting in business together does not necessarily mean you guys have to be in the same entity. You could just have a business together. Doesn't mean you have to work together all day.
No.
You know, because it was times where I was in a hair salon and he had another job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to do what you got to do, and you kind of just don't let nobody else inside of what you two know what's best for each other. Don't let anybody else tell you, how do you do this? And how do you do that? Y'all should be this.
Keep
and y'all
strong.
should be that.
Keep strong.
Keep strong, because even our own families say, you need another job. You don't need to be working in there with her. Why y'all together? And now we're still here because we knew what was best for us, because at the end of the day, it's about me and him. It ain't about what everybody else got to say.
No.
So if you can keep that in mind, you'll be fine.
Alright, guys. Make sure you thumbs up this video. I hope we share something that you guys learn a lot from. Like this.
And another thing, guys, if you want other topics,
did I say like the video? I did
like
say
the
it.
video. Also comment. This was a little longer, but I think it was more of a nice topic.
I think it was.
And so if you want us to talk about other topics that are pertinent to you, that you would like us to touch on or know our commentary or our thoughts on, leave it down in the comments and we may do that.
We may.
Okay?
Subscribe, guys, and see you guys next time.